the final is between France and England, with France being part of the suite with Bartos. Sorry if I don't say your name right, and England with John Boyce. Well, we're going to have a quick look at the lineups before the game starts. We'll show you the highlights and all that and run through it together. But one of the things that myself and Jay were talking about was how defensive France have set their formation to be.
Yeah, I'm actually really surprised because how they've been playing throughout the competition, they have sort of. Well, you look at them and they have been playing quite well. They've been playing good football. Pogba, I think that's his first start of the tournament.
Yeah, very surprised with the bench and stuff because I'd much prefer to see Ever and Ben Arthur, even Benzema play.
Yeah,
Sanka and Nazari. It's just
Nasri's been playing most of the tournament. So has Benzema. So has Abidal. So has Evra. So has
and
Ben
then they've just
Arfa.
completely got rid of him for this.
Yeah, and now for the World Cup final, it looks like they're playing their reserves. It's an awful way round to do it. And
Whereas I think England are playing a very, very good team. Although I don't think no, that's correct. Can't actually play in the final as he got sent off. Jagielka is actually playing instead of Kolka. Kale is playing.
He's a normal starter. He is one of England's best. Sadly, he's one of England's best centre back.
Yeah, Walker's been chosen ahead of Glenn Johnson. But the attacking three is very, very good. Apart from Welbeck, of course, which I'd much prefer to see. Even Townsend.
I don't know if Townsend plays that well on the left. Considering it's the left, I'd probably play Ashley Young if he's not injured. I think he could be, though. I think he did get injured in the semi-finals.
Yeah, he did. I think the 94th minute.
Yeah,
that's why they were down to 9-1.
Yeah, I think it was around
there.
So
I think that's a big impact because looking at the scorers and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Ashley Young was quite high up there, but Lampard and Henderson linking up just in the centre midfield role. Steven Gerrard doesn't get a start, although I'd much prefer to see Carrick and Henderson in the two midfield roles there, purely based on the fitness. Yeah, because Lampard is getting old now. He's not going to have the fitness to compete at 30-odd degrees for 90 minutes.
We'll have a look on the next screen how hot it's going to be. I think we'll have a look on the pre-match analysis bit that we can move on to now, actually, so we can talk about that. But in fairness, I would go for the Lampard and Henderson. Even on the game, is it going to tell us? Oh no, it's not. That's helpful.
Well, the favourites of the competition, favourites of the final are France, but
that's what they're
basing on their formation and how they've set up. I think England are going to squeeze this one.
I think England could. To be fair,
prediction.
That's the last.
There's not much difference between them two. These two teams. France to scrape it 1-0. England's task will not be made easier by the absence of Phil Jones.
That's pretty embarrassing, to be fair. If Wayne Rooney gets 3 goals in this match, he will also win the Golden Boot if Giroud does not score 4. But actually, unrealistically, Messi could win the Golden Boot. And for someone who hasn't scored in the last 2 World Cups, that's surprising.
Well, he is the best player in the world.
No, he's not. But yeah, he's not. I think we're not going to have an argument about Ronaldo versus Messi here, but
I was on about Tony Hibbert and Messi.
Really? Tony Hibbert. Tony.
We'll move on to the match.
You could have at least picked a decent Everton player. That's the thing. You picked Tony Hibbert. Right, we've had a look at the lineups, we've had a look at the match analysis, about what they reckon, who's been in charge the longest. Key man for England, Jordan Henderson. Key man for France is Hugo Lloris. They haven't... the goalkeeper and the midfielders. We're going to start this match now, and I'm going to make sure as soon as the match starts, actually I'm going to try and do it now. Key highlights, replays on the goals, and make it quick between highlights, and make it about steady during the match so we can watch the match. And we're going to start now, and here we go. It's kicked off.
It's going to be a good game. Hopefully England squeeze it. I don't want England to win, but I think they might.
I've just seen come up at the bottom that Jay Pointer has been spotted in the stands, and I'm actually in the commentary box. So you got that one wrong.
Commentary box with his fellow partnership, Ryan Brown, who's more entertaining than Michael Owen and Phil Neville.
Well, Michael Owen was right about Japan. I hate this thing they come up on the bottom sometimes that covers the screen. And it will lag a bit because I'm recording, by the way. Not because my computer's crap. Griezmann. It looks like he's going to put that ball in. Well, it's gone over. I can't. It's gone.
Bit greedy there.
He's gone. He's gone for the greedy option. From a tight angle, would you have expected him to score?
Nah, I would. Oh,
Rooney for the free kick. It's a goal!
Oh, it's 1-0. Rooney's
Come on! He only needs one more goal to level the golden boot out, and England lead in the World Cup final.
1-0. There looks to seem to be an injury in one of the defenders for France there.
Oh, just snuck in at that post. It really looked like he got a touch on it, and it is Rafael Varane, who has picked up that light injury. I'll just open up the match stats so you get a better view of the game. This is the sort of screen I normally have it on. So I can
It's all England. I think it's purely based on France's two defensive formation. They're not going to
obviously
get
we're in
much.
the second half now. After that, but Cole to passing it round, Lampard to Carrick, to Rooney.
He's got it
to Chamberlain. Oh, this is a bit anticlimactic. Oxlade-Chamberlain. I was getting a build up then, and it's gone. I can't remember his name.
Got to send it. He's got to send it.
He's offside up here. I can't. Well, I'm trying to point, but I can't. Menez. Cabaye was blocked, and I thought Rooney was going to get away there, but Cabaye plays it down
came
to
off the bench,
Sagna. Menez, Sagna to Gomez. Some brilliant save from Joe Hart. Superb flowing football. I'm reading the bottom now to make me sound like I know what I'm talking about. But Griezmann crosses in, and England look like they are going to be able to get this one clear. And no, it's not. France
not just yet.
France once again piling on the pressure, and Griezmann.
Unfortunately, fortunately, Joe Hart hasn't gone and screamed and started swearing at the ball boy to get the ball.
That's a bit. It's not hard, is it? John. That's why John Ruddy should be in goal. To be fair, and Hart, brilliant save there. The Griezmann a minute ago being greedy again. They could potentially be 2-1 up if he would pass the ball.
He's got to shoot. He's got to. Well, that's awful.
Very good block there. I'm trying not to speak too early so you can watch it at the same time. But Cabaye.
Right.
Gomez. Back out to Menez. Will he shoot? He does.
Oh!
That looked very close indeed on our camera that we could see. England still dominated on possession. France have made
must have came on here.
Yeah, Ross Barkley, we must have missed that come up at the bottom there. And Townsend is coming on for Oxlade-Chamberlain. And it looks
it's nice to
like
see the young
England
players getting in the final.
are going to pinch this. 1-0. And it looks almost certain now. In the last few seconds, Rooney will not win the Golden Boot unless he can find the net once more in this game. But it looks like the Wayne Rooney free kick is going to win the World Cup. But Menez, no, Menez, no! He tries to get the ball in. Gary Cahill blocks. Gary Cahill to clear now, and he does. And it's the World Cup winner for England.
Win the World Cup. John Boyce's team have won the World Cup by a goal.
You don't sound very excited, but England have won the World Cup.
But England have done it.
This is the prediction for a month's time as well. Oh, I've just spilt my drink everywhere. This is not good. Oh no, it's all over my phone.
Unfortunately, Bartez's team. Unfortunately, commiserations. Well, let's have a look at some of the like the Golden Boot and most assists and stuff like that.
I've just spilled a pint of lemonade all over me. But here we go. England have won the World Cup nonetheless. Man of the match to Joe Hart. He made a few good saves. Ross Barkley, Andrew Townsend and Carrick coming on as substitutes. For France, Koscielny, Benzema and Cabaye. But that's all over because England have won the World Cup. Let's have a look. I am unemployed. That is sad. Let's go back to this. If we see the World Cup semi-final, we go back to the World Cup. And now we can have a look at some of the stats. So let's click stats.
Continue first, I think.
Do I?
It's not registered the
win. But that is fantastic. England have won the World Cup, and I'm really gonna have to dry myself off in a minute because I am so.
John Boyce will be happy. He has actually won the official FMNutters sweep. Go on, let's have a look at some of the stats then. That's England.
Oh, it's all over the chair.
Making history, the first team to win on foreign soil.
It's a shame it was under Hodgson though. It's the first time we've won since 1996. The first time we made a semi-final since 1990. And I was spotted there. That has made the news.
It's made the news.
I am
It's made the Sunday Mirror.
I am an unemployed manager, and it has made the news. It's
Well, let's have a
thought
look at the
to be a
assists and-
fervent patriot who likes to see his country whenever he's busy. I'm unemployed. My schedule is not that busy. I haven't got a job. Right, let's have a look at the World Cup now and see if I can load up some of these stats up here. Team stats, the most games, obviously going to be the teams who made the semi-finals. The form, if we just have a look up the form table there. United States have won, only losing one game in the entire competition. Games without winning, as all people who came bottom of their groups.
I can't believe that. Conceded. Mexico only conceded 2 goals. But
That's amazing.
France made it to the final with conceding 3 goals.
That is incredible.
I think their defensive formation worked, but I think they needed to risk it. Go on to the players and see what...
I'll just release my mouse a little and let's have a look at the player stats, yeah?
Yep.
Games won was obviously going to be 5 and things like that. But
most assists was from Cesc Fabregas.
Most appearances, 7 assists, shots on
At
target.
least one of my South Korean players made it onto the second most assists.
Yes, he did. Korea. Holland appearances made a lot. Honduras player made it on shots on target. Diego Pabon, Dorlan Pabon. I thought that was Diego. I just made that up. That was a bit of stereotypical. It got 100% shots on target. I'd love to know how many he actually took.
Shots,
That's
yeah.
a bit unfair.
Probably about 1.
Probably 1, yeah. Average rating, your player also made on 2 seconds.
My main man, Kim.
Because said the first person ever that's to be said that is my main man, Kim. Yeah, have a look at the games. Let's also have a look at the people who did it. If you got Kevin Friend, Mark Clattenburg, Andre Mariner. That's ridiculous. The English refs they selected. Let's have a look at the worst. Let's name and shame the worst ref. Howard Webb.
That's brutal.
There you go.
What in games? That must have been the Argentina and England game. That because there was 6.
Well, there was 8 yellow cards in that.
Oh well, then I don't know what it could be then. It must have been Kevin Friend who would have been in charge there because that's 4 games.
No, well, I'm sure that he only managed 1 match, and I'm sure in Group D, I picked out one of England's matches. How do I view the group stage matches? This is
not a clue.
Here we are. It would go Group D. I'm pretty sure I picked out one of his matches that he refed for England. But I'm not sure. But I want to have a look at this now, because to get that sort of record is atrocious. Because he's meant to be the best referee at the minute, isn't he? Because he managed us to the last referee World Cup final. I can't remember what match he refed. Is there a way to know this? But look at that, past winners. Let's have a look at the competition history. Let's see if we can find Wales. Oh dear, never mind.
That's fine. Wales want to give other people a chance anyway.
That'll never get old. England, 2014 World Cup winners. You heard it here first. This is the prediction. We'll count that as a prediction.
Yep.
The last team England played, Portugal came 3rd the last time England won. And it doesn't seem like that long ago looking at these stats, but that was a long while ago. 48 years ago, if I'm correct. 48 years of her have been solved by Roy Hodgson. And
congratulations to everyone who's taken part in this, and thank you very much. And massive congratulations to John Boyce, who's actually won this, so well done to you. And well done to me, of course, for getting South Korea so far.
That was a bit cocky. And Chile for getting not 1 point. See if any records were broken this year. Yes, most games run in a row has been broken by the USA. Most games.
If you click on modern day, you might be able to change that to
this season. No, that ain't gonna work. Modern day is just sort of all them added up. Lowest attendance. Let's have a look. Big juicy 1954 here. Most games lost in a row. Chile. Most games without winning. Chile. Most teams conceded. Chile. All the important records are ours. I think that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the entire series, and let us know if you want us to see if we can do more things sort of like this, to sort of do sweeps like this for maybe like a Premier League season or a different competition or something like that. And thank you for watching this video.
Thanks for watching. Goodbye.